my chair. Last night, if you missed it, it was a blowout, and it was not these guys on offense doing the winning. It was all about the Niners.
Oh!
Niners gang was out there. This is early in the game. You look at the clock there. There's just 2 minutes into this thing. Already a strip sack and a fumble. Buckner knocks it loose. Bosa recovers. The 49ers would quickly score a touchdown, and they would only pile on from there, 23-8. Remember George Kittle? He's missed the last 2 games. We've been watching from a plexiglass sound booth. Here he is, has a 61-yard touchdown. He's back. The Niners are back. Absolute blowout on national TV, 37-8.
Want more action? Want to see more games? Well, you can watch live and local and primetime NFL games for free all season long with the Yahoo Sports app or the official app of the NFL on your phone or tablet. Plus, get all of your latest breaking news, the highlights, and more. Sounds like a pretty good deal, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in.
Live, local, and primetime games for free. Download the NFL or Yahoo Sports app in your app store or visit NFL.
Works on the plane. I used it yesterday.
I would say take my money,
mobile
but it's free.
Today.
Come on.
Will Selma's giving out free news out in the news in Culver City. What's shaking across the league on this Monday?
Yeah, we start in Seattle, and I like that. Kyle is all fired up. Well, the Seahawks started 9-2 or better 2 other times in the current playoff format. Both those times, they made it to the Super Bowl. If Rashad Penny runs the ball like he did against the Eagles, Seattle could be following a familiar script, although the 49ers may try to change the ending this season. Penny with a career-high 129 rushing yards, his first 100-yard game in 2019, this 58-yard touchdown, the longest carry of his career. The Seahawks' former first-round pick in 2018 spoke with our Stacey Dales about Seattle staying a perfect 6-0 on the road this season.
I mean, it just shows you the poise we play with. You know, Russ being a great quarterback he is, we feeding off his energy, and just Coach Carroll always just being so dominant, and just us. We call it, it's all about us when we're on the road. It's about nobody else, about us and what we do, and we came out and executed to play well.
Our guy P. Schrags recently showed us the offensive prowess of one Vita Vea back in Milpitas High School. Apparently, head coach Bruce Arians saw it as well. Vita Vea lining up as a fullback, then making the TD grab on the play action. As we showed you, I was hoping to see him run somebody over for an angry run, but either way, Vea spoke about the play after the game, a deep dive, if you will.
I scored?
Yes, you scored.
I thought that was a dream. I thought that was a dream. When I'm out there on offense, I'm listening for the whole call, where I got to line up, what the play is, where they're going to run it. And the first thing I hear out there was the pass play. And Jameis looked at me and was like, "Hey, let me get set, Vita." And I was like, "Oh, damn, here it comes." But I got to give it up to Jameis. He threw me a dime. I know, and I caught it.
Yes, he did on the other side of the ball that he normally plays. Vita Vea adding a sack for good measure. So Vita Vea showing that running back prowess that was first shown, unveiled by one Peter Schrager.
Big old Vita Vea. He knows how to dress, too, by the way.
He does.
Shout out to my guy, Vita Vea. All right, thanks. We'll check back in with you a little bit later. Let's get to these highlights, though. Raiders, Jets. Oakland comes all the way out here to New York City.
But they're on fire, Oakland.
They're on fire. That's what we say. Jets coming off back-to-back wins where they scored 30 points. Are they going to do it again? Robbie Anderson, he scores a touchdown. Then he jumps up in the stands, show the fans some love. Okay, Robbie trying to get paid, and he will. Okay, the Raiders, though, they're trying to make something happen. The offense was inept, and it kept going downhill. Poole gets the tip ball from Tyrell Williams. He intercepts it. He gets into the end zone. That's a pick six. Gruden not feeling it. Derek Carr bumming. The Raiders, they lose this one big. I don't want to say the Raiders lose. Hold on, let me correct that. The Jets win this one big, 34-3. And that's not the outcome John Gruden wanted after the game. So let's hear from John. What's up, John?
you know, what happens is you drop a couple passes, you miss a field goal, and then that happens. And it is a sinking feeling. You ever been on a boat that's sinking? It's not happy. It's not pleasant. But it's adversity. It's football. You know, you got to respond to adversity. And we didn't do a good enough job as coaches rallying our troops today. And like I said, I'm not going to say much more. I'm emotional about it. I'm really anxious to get on to the next game, and apologize to Raider fans that came out today. It wasn't good enough.
Certainly was not Sam Darnold, though, showing signs of what made him the number 3 overall pick in the 2018 draft. He has been awesome. Really incredible play from their quarterback in his last 3 games, fighting adversity at every turn. So, for New York, things are looking up for the Raiders. Not what you want to see, as Gruden's saying, from a team that's in the thick of the playoff race. Is this, you know, what the Jets are supposed to be this season? Do you guys want to talk Raiders on this one? Take it where you will.
I want to talk
Wild
Jets
game.
because I think it's very quiet in New York and in the media right now. When Adam Gase was announced as the head coach for the remainder of the season, there were a lot of people saying that was an absurd decision. Let's see him at least play out the spring before we make that decision. Sam Darnold said this team still has a chance for the playoffs after they beat the Giants and they had their second win of the season. People thought he was crazy. Maybe that stuff actually works sometimes. Maybe when you speak it into existence and you give confidence to your head coach and saying, hey, every decision you make, your job's not on the line. We're going to give you some security. If you talk to Sam Darnold and say, hey, you know what? Good, I like that. Maybe I'll respond off that. If my quarterback believes in us, maybe we can. But for all the greatness of the offense, how about this defense?
Crazy.
And nothing was symbolized more of what the Jets defense has become under Greg Williams. 4th and 2, the Raiders. What a statement win from the Jets, and they've got winnable games the next 2 weeks. I know they're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. They know they're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. But let's not count out what it means to the Jets to actually escape this city and this media market. No. Without being the ugly ducklings and without being the ones being the whipping boys this morning. I love what the Jets are doing, and I'm just here to watch it.
I'm so disappointed we couldn't see this all season long. Just didn't go.
It's true. It's unfair what happened to them. But as far as the Raiders, look, I sat here all last week and said, young team, traveling across the country, 10 a.m. kickoff, very difficult. They could easily get punched in the mouth. I saw this one coming, or maybe that was Peter across the table. I think I had the exact opposite.
Totally
I
opposite.
went big on the Raiders last week, and all Sunday and all Monday, I'm just getting tweeted at by Chiefs fans, just picking at me and picking at me.
You're also wearing a Chargers.
I am, and it's fair because, you know, Chiefs fans win the Super Bowl every single year, so they can talk. Listen, hugely disappointing game because, Nate, you said it. The Jets beat them. The Raiders, it was both. Like, there's no shame that they lost this game. Yeah. They didn't show up. It was the second of 2 jumpings we had this week. They did not show up. And I look at, you know, John Gruden. He's got it's like a Raiders NASCAR driver. Raiders here, Raiders here. He's got the whole fireproof suit on. He also can pay for it because he gets about $300 million, and you get paid way more than to have your team ready to play. I know John Gruden's afraid of flying and everything. Maybe that's why he's afraid of the Jets because they just absolutely walloped him. We deserve better than that, John. Especially me. I put my neck out for you.
Especially me.
This team, this Jet squad, has now scored 34 or more points in 3 straight games. That is the first time the Jets have done that since 2008 when Brett Favre was their quarterback. Their next couple of games, they've got the Bengals, they've got the Dolphins. Those are winnable strikes. But then, of course, they take on the Ravens in Baltimore, the Steelers at Bills, and it's not so pretty.
Thursday night in Baltimore. What if the Jets beat the Ravens a Thursday night game in Baltimore? What will we be doing this
It's like, do you believe in Christmas miracles? Some kind of Dickensian great story about them making
I do.
I do, too. I really do. When he said it, we had Sam Darnold's back. It's not impossible, but they got work to do.
Yeah, all right, more highlights right now. Let's go to Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
Okay. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Guys, Mason Rudolph was benched. Who is that on the left? It's Stephen Hodges. He goes by what? We got duck calls. We found it in the budget. We got duck calls. We got them. And we got James Washington who says, excuse me, can you please sit down? Oh, look at this. Oh, that was so bad. See you tomorrow, James. We love you. Wow. Devlin wins. He's undefeated in the NFL. Call the duck call one more time.
All right, Giants, Bears. Speaking of duck, when this guy's coming after you, better duck.
Right.
All right, Daniel Jones. He's had some troubles holding on to the ball. Khalil Mack, 16 forced fumbles in 2016. That is the most in the NFL, and he adds another one. Yes, he gets to him. Is recovered by Nick Williams for a short gain. Mack, 17th forced fumble. That is 10th fumble of the season by Jones. That is the most by any player since the year I got drafted in 2003. How about Mitchell Trubisky, though? Nagy talking to him saying, I need you to be you, and he does.
Yeah.
The Bears, they win this one, 19-14. Okay, Chicago.
Signs of life. Yeah, we can talk about the wins, the losses, the playoff pictures, but I have questions, guys. Quinn Haskins did something bizarre at the end of this game. Are we okay with this?
Yeah.
We are?
Instead of snap?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, win?
We've got a massive guest this morning. Bon